Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy, and welcome back to another episode of Little Busters. So, let's jump right back in. We're gonna go to the cafeteria, I guess. See you again. I automatically added again. Yes, farewell. I left the courtyard and headed for the cafeteria. After lunch, we began heading out. I have a little free time right now. I wonder what I should do. Yeah, you know what? Let's wander. Seeking a strong opponent, blah blah blah. Hey, Komari. Would that be useful to you? No, let's not. She'll probably give me some sweets. Bummer. And I don't need sweets right now. Oh shit. Did not mean to do that. Okay. Let's go buy some juice. We took the path leading to the vending machine in front of the gym. La 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 la. She seemed so happy without any apparent reason. You sure are in high spirits, Komari-san. Yep, I love walking in the courtyard on warm days. I don't like it when it's cold. It'd be so nice if only spring could last forever. Yeah. Yep, the weather is so great it makes me feel great too. I followed her steps as she was cheerfully walking along the pathway. Oh, that's right, Riki-kun. She turned around, walking backwards now. I have an extra cup. I left it in the club room. Let's have some snacks together next time. Yeah, that's fine, but it seemed dangerous for her to keep walking that way. Settle down a bit, you're way too excited. I'm fine. And she bumped into someone coming from the opposite direction. Ah! I'm sorry. She was apologizing so strenuously that it made the other person cringe a bit. Now, it'd probably be best if you calmed down a little, I suggested with a sigh. She's the kind of person who'd get distracted looking at a butterfly and would fall right down the stairs. Yeah, probably, to be honest. We arrived at the vending machine. I was hesitating for a bit, but chose a sports drink in the end. She raised her voice, looking at the plants growing by the gym. What's wrong? Dandelions! She squatted down and in front of her I saw a big white dandelion seed clock. Seems like just about anything could catch your attention, Komari-san. She smiled a bit, I smiled a bit, watching how she tilted her head, matching the movement of the dandelion slowly swaying in the wind. I slowly nursed my drink while watching her. Whew. She began blowing on the dandelion. Seems like she wanted to blow its seeds into the wind. Whew, whew. She tried over and over. And... Hey! She collapsed and I hurried to catch hold of her. You don't need to blow so hard that you pass out. Oh. She shook her head. It's fine to be so earnest about everything, but she should really use some common sense. It'd be easier if you simply plucked them out of the flower. But that'd be a pity. I think it'd hurt if I plucked it. Really? I see. Once again, she turns towards the dandelion and took a breath. And... The dandelion seeds flew up into the air. They flew! She was watching them flying up in the air with a happy look on her face. She began blowing at the remaining dandelions. They flew far away with the eastern wind. She was watching this with a look of delight. Looking at her face, somehow I ended up smiling myself. For some reason, when she was happy, it made people around her happy as well. That's just the kind of person she was. No, Kamikita. On our way back to the classroom, we were stopped by the teacher of our next class. Good afternoon, Sensei. Oh, I just needed someone to help me. Help you with something? I'm sorry, there's a handout I urgently need for the next class. Could you go make some copies for me? Copy it, huh? What should I do? We're gonna take on the task. Sure, I don't mind, but Should I make copies for everyone in the class? It might take a while, but it's fine if you're late for class. I'm counting on you. All right, I understand. I took the handout and the copy card from the teacher. There were about 4 pages in all. Both sides of every page, please. I sighed. Oh, whoops, that was Guy. I sighed as he left us with those words and started walking away. I think I make that mistake every time. Oh my, I must be short on luck today. It's fine. We'll be done in no time if we do it together. But there's only 1 copy card. All right. With that, we could only use 1 copy machine. Well, let's go then. Okay. The copy room was near the faculty office. I headed there along with Komari-san. A number of copiers and engraving machines were lined up there. There were also some machines I was unfamiliar with. The newspaper club or the club or broadcasting committee members would probably know how to use them, though. I inserted the copy card into the copy machine. Hey, the teacher's copy card has unlimited uses. That's awesome! As I inserted the card, unlimited appeared on the display. Oh, okay, I clicked, sorry, and it didn't do anything. Copiers that students could use could also be found in the library and the school store. Huh, isn't it Riki-kun? Hearing a voice, I turned around, and there was SAIGUSA'S holding a package of A+ recycled paper in her hand? Or A4, sorry. Oh, Komari-chan too, yahoo! Yahoo! They greeted each other in a friendly manner. SAIGUSA-san, who often visited our classroom, had already become friends with everyone, and it seemed like she was on good terms with Komari-san. Haru-chan, do you have some business here as well? Well, something like that. Were you asked to copy something? I ran into the dorm head earlier. Oh my, that was harsh, really harsh. Did you return past curfew again and make her angry? Well, she dodged the question by laughing. You really shouldn't be doing that all the time. Of course I reflected on my actions, yup. So she didn't reflect on anything. Riki-kun, is that a handout for next class? Looks that way. It was needed on a short notice. The copy machine kept on spitting out the sheets of paper one by one. Looks like it'll take a while, huh? I wonder. I have a feeling it will, since there are 4 pages and I need to copy both sides. I see. She set the package of paper on the bench. But she didn't show any inclination to begin working after that. SAIGUSA-san, won't you be late for class if you don't get started soon? Well, that's how it is, She seemed to be looking for something. She was tapping on the pocket of her uniform restlessly, sorry. What's the matter? Could it be... Yup. Don't tell me you don't have a copy card. Well, to be honest, that's just how it is. Don't me. Riki-kun or Komari-chan, can you lend me your card? I saw this coming. I don't have one, I'm sorry. No, that's not your fault. I don't have one either, so we're the same. So, that's why, Riki-kun, could you lend it to me for a moment? No can do. Besides, this is the teacher's card. Oh, really? Don't you have your student's card on you? Well, sure I do. The many copiers on campus, of course, weren't free of charge. Students used copy cards that were similar to prepaid cards. They were sold in the school store. A card for 110 pages went for 500 yen. I had a brand new card, good for 110 copies in my pocket. Won't you lend it to me for a moment? I'll give it back later. It can't be helped. I handed my card to her. Oh God, that was a mistake. I'll help you. Thanks. She handed the sheets of paper to Komari-san. How many pages do you need? About 30. It's a notification about reinforcement of stricter discipline in the dorm. What? I looked at the sheet of paper Komari-san was feeding into the copier. Be late to school and die week. Strict observance of the curfew. On top of that, there's a list of students who require special attention written on it. Atop the list was SAIGUSA'S. It's like I'm in the limelight. It's not just like it, you really are. Thinking from the dorm head's perspective, making her copy this must have been intended as punishment. A4. Ah! She got caught in the copy machine. Komari-chan, looks like you're having fun. I'm not, help me. She shook her hand frantically. Well, you know, it was the first time I've seen anyone like this. All right, let's use this rare opportunity and copy Komari. Let's scan. She pressed the start button. What? The machine made a loud sound and began operating. Well, let's help her already. I opened the lid and helped her stand up. Are you all right? I was so startled. How should I put it? She's the kind of person that can't take her eyes, or that one can't take their eyes off of. This is horrible. Amid a pitch black blot, there was something that resembled Komari-san's squashed face. How should I say it? This is gross. I'm gross. I noticed that Komari-san's copies continued coming out. Hey, didn't you make too many? Uh-huh. I pressed the cancel button to stop her from printing any more copies. Oh, I forgot to change the number of copies. You just wasted 14 copies. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get you a new card later. You'd better. But they have artistic value, so let's put them all over the school. The title is 14 Sheets of Komari. Look, when you put them together like this, they're artistic. Good, stop that. What an odd pair they were. I turned the copy machine back on. I looked at Psychosis, who was humming while operating the copier, and started to doubt whether there was any meaning to this notification. Hey, Riki-kun. What? I like the smell of freshly printed paper. Soybeans are used to make soy ink. If you think of it, it's a tasty smell. Really? She was interested in something that had nothing to do with the actual purpose on the notification. Is something wrong? It's nothing. You're weird, Riki-kun. I had the feeling that the one being strange was Psychosis, pressing the sheet of paper against her nose. The copy machine gave a beep. I'm done, thanks to you both. You're welcome. Yep, it's totally fine. I took the card back from her and suddenly noticed something. You left your paper on the bench, Psychosis. You can use it. Huh? There probably won't be enough paper. As if her words were some kind of signal, the copier emitted a warning sound. Oh, it stopped. Please load paper. Oh, she was right. I'll see you later. Thanks for lending me the card. Wait, Psychosis. She's gone. She had already disappeared before I could say anything else. Let's load the paper. Let me handle it. There's some left here, too. Let's put them together. Okay. She opened the paper tray, which was naturally empty. We adjusted the settings and resumed copying. The first thing that came out was a copy of Komari-san. You mixed up the papers. I got it all wrong. I knew that was going to happen. It took 15 minutes to finish. Let's go back. She started walking, the copies held in her hands. That's all right, I'll take them. I'm fine. Actually, I was the one asked to do it. Then let's divide them in half. She gave me half of the handouts, and we returned to the classroom. After our next class ended, I had been helping Masato, who was asked to clean up the instruments in the science classroom, and we were returning to our classroom. Sorry making you help me. Don't sweat it. Besides, you helped me before as well. Every day, different students were randomly asked to clean up the labware. Who in the world's done such a thing? Huh? A loud voice was coming from the classroom. At the same time, someone leaped out into the hall. Huh? Riki-kun and Masato-kun! Saigusa, you little... Oh my! I appeared at the wrong time again! Did something happen again? Yeah, listen up! She scribbled all over my physics handout, and with a ball pen to shoot. To boot, sorry. I'm not reading this correctly. Well, it was just brought to me by the wind, so I was going to give it back. So why'd you go and scribble on it? Because not doing anything with it would go against my principles. What troublesome principles? You wrote a star symbol in the name field, and I had to turn it in with my name as Inohara Star Masato. Couldn't you have just used correction fluid? Whoa, I never thought of that. Well, now that's how it is. Setting that aside, what was the uproar in the classroom just now? Today, the last episode of an interesting drama is being broadcast. What was it? The mystery. So I wrote a small announcement on the blackboard, you see? Damn it, you ruined it by revealing the perpetrator. She did something stupid, all right. Well, I was going to write what it was about for those who didn't know, but I got a bit too enthusiastic. Spoilers are a serious crime. Speaking of what was fun for students living in the dorm, the TV set in the recreation area of each floor would be number 1 on the list. We didn't watch it that often, but it seems like the recreation area was always crowded with people. One by one, students were coming out of the classroom. There she is! Psychosis, was that you? It's a problem if you're that serious about it. Why'd you do that? It's been my reason for living lately. Well, that's merely the ending I came up with myself. Eh? The noisy atmosphere changed. Well, it was such a realistic theory. It seemed that everyone believed it. A theory, you mean? The reason I wrote all this, she began explaining. Something like this. Voices of admiration were heard. You're amazing. Praise me, praise me. But there's a major flaw with your theory. Oh, would you tell me what it is? Hang on. Now it was turning into a debate. Everyone, keep the noise down, okay? And at that very instant, all the noise of the corridor suddenly died down. Psychosis, let's talk about this later. All the students engaged in the discussion returned to the classroom. Light footsteps, and after that, the sound of a multitude of feet marching. There was a group of students wearing armbands on their left arms. Student council members, I first thought, but I was mistaken. The vivid crimson red armbands had school disciplinary committee written on them in white letters. Marigot? Regarding that, we already have student council executive board's approval. What about negotiations concerning the boys' dorms head candidacy? There don't appear to be any problems, but... What? The sound of footsteps stopped as though hitting a wall. It really was that quick. The girl standing in the center of the group cast a glance at us. But it really lasted just a fraction of a second before she resumed her steps. There aren't, but doing it right away might be problematic. As the group disappeared around the corner, the usual noise returned to the corridor. I heard Psychosis snort quietly next to me. I looked at my surroundings. What are you dozing off for, Riki-kun? Let's get back to class. Come on, let's go. Psychosis tugged at the sleeve of my uniform. Yeah. She began to walk next to me, and looking at her, she had her usual carefree smile. So, that thing we talked about before. But that is all the time that I have for this episode, guys. So, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, by subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!